Hello everybody, my name is Noel Muniz, and today I will be talking to you about my Blue Eyes and Blue Eyes Stardust deck. Okay, I'm going to start out with the extra deck. Okay, here's what I'm running currently, but you can adjust, you can adjust this however you want. Cloud Castle, Stardust Cipher Divine Dragon, if that's how you pronounce the name. Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I'm running 3 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. These are important for the engine. Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, Cosmic Blazar Dragon, Crimson Dragon, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Ruddy Rose Dragon, Stardust Spark Dragon, Stardust Dragon, number 38, and number 100. Now, note for the number 100 combo, I don't exactly have this card here and like the other necessary card for the combo, but that's fine. You can run this however you want. Okay, for the main deck, all the cards I'm using are in the brand new Blue Eyes Structure deck, so you can feel free to use those. And the only cards I'm running that are not in the new Blue Eyes Structure deck is Bingo Machine Go and Synchro Rumble. Okay, so Maiden in White is going to be our desired card for the combo, so I'm going to go ahead and start testing hands until I get Maiden in White. Next hand. Alrighty, we got a hand. Alright, so first we're going to start off by activating Maiden of White's effect. To send, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place 1 True Light from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up on the field in the spell or trap card zone. So I'm going to send my hand here, and I'm going to go ahead and place True Light on the field. And then I'm going to activate True Light to set a spell or trap from my deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon with a different name from the cards you control and in your graveyard. So I'm going to go ahead and set Wishes for Eyes of Blue. I'm going to go ahead and activate Wishes for Eyes of Blue and discard a card. It's best to be smart about the card that you're getting rid of. I'm going to get rid of Roar. Why? I'm just going to add it again. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that one. I mean, it's up to you what you want to discard. Maybe I made the wrong decision, maybe I made the right one, but it's all up to you. So I'm going to add Sage, and I'm going to add, like I just said, another Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Okay, this will go away. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Sage with Eyes of Blue, and he's going to allow me to add 1 level 1 light tuner monster from my deck to my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and, just because I find it very useful, add Whitestone of the Whitestone of Ancients, and you can also add Master with Eyes of Blue that I have in this deck as well, which works really well in your second turn with Mausoleum if you want to get an extra normal summon. I'll add a tuner from grave to hand. So up to you what you want to add. I'm going to go ahead and link Sage with Eyes of Blue for my Blue Eyes Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I'm going to go ahead and activate its effect to bring Mausoleum of White to my hand. Reminder, this is an ideal setting, but of course your opponent will probably have some disruption of some point, and it's up to you to decide how you want to deal with it. If they called by the Maiden, then hopefully you have another card in your hand that will allow you to get around that. If you have Wishes, but Maiden is good bait if you have Wishes in your hand already, to be honest. Alright, and then I'm going to activate Mausoleum of White, and at this point I'm going to go ahead and play Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. A special summon in defense position 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck, graveyard, or banishment. It has to be a Blue Eyes since I do not control a Blue Eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and special summon that in defense position, which is going to trigger Maiden's effect to come back from the grave. Okay, now I'm going to activate Mausoleum of White's effect and target this Blue Eyes here to buff it. And I'll pay cost, which is a normal monster. So I'm going to send, yep, you guessed it, another Blue Eyes to the grave. I'm going to go ahead and activate Spirit with Eyes of Blue effect to tribute itself to special summon that other Blue Eyes. And then I'm going to use Mausoleum of White secondary effect to go ahead and get an extra normal summon to summon the White Stone of Ancients. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and Synchro summon. So, Synchro, level 9. I'm going to go for my first Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. Synchro, level 9, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Okay, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and up to you how you want to do it here. I'm going to go ahead and start the combo first. To get us further faster, I'm going to activate Blue Eye Spirit Dragon's effect to tribute itself and special summon one Light Dragon. Synchro, so I'm going to pick Blue Eye's Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and it has to be in defense mode. I'm going to activate the other Blue Eye Spirit Dragon's effect to summon Crimson Dragon. Special summon Crimson in defense mode, and it has an effect, which is really important, that lets you add a spell or trap that mentions Crimson Dragon. So I'm going to go ahead and add Synchro Rumble to my hand. Alright, then I'm going to activate its second effect to target my Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, bounce back to extra deck, and summon another level 12 Synchro, and I'm going to summon Stardust Cypher Dragon. Now it's important to keep in mind that Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon is not a free cost, okay? It lets you summon a Light Dragon Synchro monster at the condition it's destroyed at the end phase. So we got around that with Crimson for our Cypher, and for Spirit, Ultimate Spirit, we're going to get around it by using Stardust Cypher's effect, okay, to prevent any card from being popped if it were to be destroyed. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and activate Synchro Rumble, which is going to allow me to special summon a tuner. So I'm going to summon Maiden of White. Okay, and then we need another Blue Eyes. So there's a few ways to do that. You could take a bit of a risk on a trade-in, but best I'd say is you could wait till end of turn for the stone. I'm gonna go ahead and activate trade-in. I'm gonna take the gamble, send this Blue Eyes to grave, and go ahead and draw 2 cards. Okay. Alright. So here's a little bit of an issue just for the deck testing video. I am not able to summon another Blue Eyes at this point, which is fine. I could just hit the end phase right now and go ahead and summon another one. But just for the sake of the test video, which I'm usually able to consistently using Alternative's effect by drawing a trade-in, able to summon a Blue Eye. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and bring out that Blue Eye so you can see like the peak of the combo, like what it can do. But you can always do this next turn and just wait to activate Stone of Ancients, alright? So let's say I had a way and I summoned another Blue Eyes. I'm going to go ahead and Synchro for my third. And maybe I did, maybe you'll catch the misplay or something. I'll go ahead and summon my third Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. And at this point, you're going to go ahead and pass turn to your the other player. As soon as they draw, you activate its effect. Because it's a new turn, you can go ahead and do Synchro Dragon again. And then activate its first effect. A little bit of deja vu. We're going to add our second Synchro Rumble from our deck to our hand. It's very important to capitalize, sorry, not capitalize it, take advantage of its effect. Sorry for the barking. I'm going to go ahead and target, bounce back to extra deck, and I'm going to go ahead and summon Cosmic Blazar Dragon to the field. So, summon, and here, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and activate True Light to go ahead and summon a Blue Eyes, and upon summon, activate Maiden of White's effect again. Here, I'm going to go ahead and Synchro for Cloud Castle. Cloud Castle is going to allow me to special summon a level 9 from grave, so I'm going to bring back Spirit Dragon. And then here, since it's turn 2, I'm going to activate Synchro Rumble again and bring back Maiden of White. And I'm going to go ahead and Synchro for a level 10. And I'm going to summon Ruddy Rose Dragon. Then I'm going to turn my Ultimate Spirit into attack mode. And that's it. That's looking like the final board. Okay. At this point, you can use True Light because it's your second turn and you haven't used it. If you want to, you can go ahead and summon another Blue Eyes White Dragon to the field if you'd like. Just to have a Blue Eyes out there. And it's up to you how you want to run the deck, but I'd say this is pretty good. And then if you wanted to follow, like, obviously I cheated a little bit, but that was just for the sake of the video. This isn't a real game. This is just showing the capacity of what the deck can do. You would get this board probably in like turn 2 or maybe turn 3. But really the primary negates, which I had already had, are here. And Ruddy Rose also has a quick effect to negate the activation. So, thank you so much for your time. See ya!